Hello, one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Now, I understand this is an unconventional opener to an interview, but what makes you such a legend? Why do people love you so intensely? Myself included.
I don't know. And maybe because I'm just like kind of an average dude, and like people can kind of maybe relate to that. But people have asked me that a lot. Like people are like, "Oh, how did you connect with people so well?" And I say, I don't know. It's just, I think a lot of it is luck and timing and just, I don't know. I think we're all the same, and when you start realizing that we're all the same, then like you get more connection with people, and then it's whatever. I don't know.
Okay. Now, who'd have thought you'd become WWE's best ever commentator? Did you see that coming?
Oh, no, I'm not WWE's best ever commentator. Jim Ross is fantastic, and Mauro Ranallo is infinitely better than I am. So yeah, I am a decent play-by-play guy for color commentator. That's the one. Yep, I'm a decent color commentator given my lack of experience.
Okay. And how are you enjoying that experience? Because I guess I figured you'd sort of stay away from the business for quite a long time.
Oh, I tried. I tried.
Did they really drag you back, or did you?
So they didn't have to drag me back for the Cruiserweight Classic thing because it's like a finite experiment, right? It's like, okay, this is going to be a 10 weeks, right? And then you're in and you're done. And so I was all about it because it's literally the part of wrestling that I like the most. It's like these guys getting opportunities who are unsigned, and a lot of them people have never heard of. Like, so I was really excited about even just the idea that I could help or be a part of it or something like that. The GM thing, it was just kind of like, hey, you're coming in and you're being the GM. I was like, well, I've kind of got this thing. Nope, you're coming in to be the GM. I was like, okay.
and how is it being back on the road, being part of the show week in, week out?
It has its ups and downs, right? So like I really enjoy learning. Like I'm learning a new side of wrestling. Like I sit in the production meetings and learn about how that part of it works. You know, being able to do some of the stuff live, it's really invigorating. Like when you go out there in front of a live crowd, it's like invigorating. But then it's also like there's this deep sadness because the whole point for me to get that popular was that it would translate to when you're wrestling, that people would care more. And then so it's like, okay, people care, but now I've got nothing to do with it. So it's like, So are you still finding that part quite hard? Is it quite painful not to be able to get in the ring? Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, and especially when you feel like you still can do it, like I'm more athletic now than I was like 10 years ago, and I feel like my body feels great, my head feels great, and so it's just like, oh, okay, like very frustrating.
And is there any chance of you getting back in the ring, or is it done now?
It depends on who you ask.
Right. Okay.
If you were to ask me, you'd probably get a different answer than if you were to ask WWE.
Fair enough. And how's Brie? We saw her WrestleMania weekend. How's her life now? She's retired from the ring.
Yeah, she's doing really well. You'd think she'd be less busy, but she's not. She's not just as busy. She's slightly less busy, but she's still very busy because she's it's weird because I have no ambition whatsoever, like none. Like,
you're like officially WWE's least ambitious guy, right?
And not only that, like the least ambitious person, the people who test ambition have ever tested. So it's like not even like the guy who would rather just like smoke pot on the corner all day and hang out with his buddies and like, oh, do you want to go get a job? No, not really, man. I'm happy here, right? Like that guy has more ambition than I do. And so it's like, Brie on the other hand, her and her sister, Brie has a higher than average ambition level.
Okay.
Nicole, her sister, has this like crazy ambition level, like she's trying to match John Cena. And so it's like, so because Nicole has that and Brie is pretty ambitious herself, they like drag each other along to do all these things, and it makes them really busy.
And they drag you kicking and screaming.
Because I'm not very ambitious, I don't kick or scream. It's like I go with the flow wherever the wind takes me. So that's why like when they're like, hey, we want you to be GM, like I just go, oh, okay. Like I go this way. and then okay, we're doing this. Okay, I go this way.
You can't even be bothered to kick and scream. It's ridiculous. And just very quickly, what can fans expect from Total Bellas, the new series on E? I know you're a big part of that. What was it like living with John Cena?
So you know, you rarely see John Cena when you live with him because he was in the middle of recovering from his shoulder surgery.
Right.
So he's one of those guys he's like a robot. Who he does like 8 hours of physical therapy a day on top, and then on top of that, in between his physical therapy, he goes and works out. And then on top of that, he's busy learning Chinese and he's doing other stuff. So John wasn't in the house a whole lot, but it was weird because it was just like it was a really I don't know how it's gonna turn out. For me, I know that it was like it was literally right after my retirement. It was like, hey, go live in this house with these people for 4 weeks and be filmed all the time. And it's like,
that's not what you needed.
That's not what I needed.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it.
Yep.
Great to see you.
Yep,
Cheers,
thank
man.
you.
Thank you.